Today I want to talk to you about the way you walk. Are you someone who walks with your feet turned out or with your feet straight? Now, in case you're wondering, the feet turned out one is the not so good one. It increases the load on your ankles, your knees, your hips, makes your low back ache, you stand differently, it can cause bunions, it can give you pains underneath your feet. So all of that's not flash. So what we want to do today is give you a few options for you to start making some changes for the better. The first thing is the most obvious thing you can do, and everyone's tried it, and that is to actually pay attention and walk and turn your feet in and walk that way. Everyone takes up to about 10,000 steps per day. So as soon as you start practicing the right thing rather than the wrong thing, your body can start making some changes. It actually will change the way muscles activate in your hips, your knee and your feet. So start there. The second option is along the same vein. You actually want to look at the way you stand. Your standing posture is your go-to position. When your body's fatigued or tired, it's that sort of posture you go to. So the more you start practicing having it standing there with your feet straight, the better it's going to be. It actually gives you more stability in your hips, it improves the alignment of your pelvis over your feet, you can reduce low back pain, and as I just said, when you start walking, you're much more likely to go into a good pattern of movement rather than the bad one. The third thing is about stiff ankles. We've done another blog on stiff ankles, so please feel free to read that. But when your ankle is stiff and you're unable to bend properly as you propel yourself forward, your body will compensate by turning the feet out and the ankle will roll in. That makes your body think it's got more flexibility than it actually has, and that then goes up the chain and your hip turns out and you start tightening up in your lower back as well. So working on your ankle mobility is important, and as I said, the other blog's a good reference for that, about how you can self-mobilize your ankle. The fourth thing to look at is actually the strength of your feet. By walking with your feet out, you've been weakening some muscles and you've been strengthening other ones. Often what you need to go back and do is actually start strengthening some of the intrinsic muscles of your feet. There's a great move called toe yoga where you actually push down the four toes and lift your big toe, and then you push your big toe and lift your four toes. That movement is much harder than it looks, and it gets the muscles of your feet fired up and is a great starting point for improving some of the strength of your feet. So I encourage you to look at these four options, have a read of the article that goes along with this video, and try to learn some more about what you can do to improve the way you walk and some of the benefits it then has up the chain, like low back pain. I look forward to you giving it a go.